Political opponent of the Prime Minister promises to mend the social divide within the St. Michael South constituency. That's our top story in our Barbados Today morning news update for Tuesday, May the 8th. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. One of the candidates coming up against Prime Minister Francis Stewart for the May 24th general election in St. Michael South identifies his priority as the need to bridge the divide in that constituency. Kirk Humphrey, who's contesting the seat on a Barbados Labour Party ticket, shared his concerns with reporters yesterday afternoon after handing in his nomination papers at the Graydon Sealy Secondary School.
One of the most important things, first of all, to bridge the divide that exists in the community between Bayland and Brinshill, within the Bayland, within Brinshill and so on. That's one of the first things. One of the things that bother me most about St. Michael South is that it is extremely dark. And if you were to walk through it at night, you really literally cannot see where you're going. And we've already started a lighting program. We intend to expand it. And one of the reasons is because there are a number of people who feel unsafe, especially women, at night. And there was a young lady I met who was hearing impaired. So imagine being a hearing impaired person at the university coming home into complete and total darkness. And so she could neither hear very well and she couldn't see because it was so dark. So that's one of the things that I intend to push urgently. And as well as the flooding that we have to address. There are a number of issues that we will address over the next few months.
An independent candidate for St. James Central, Joseph Jordan, says he intends to be a champion for the poor in the constituency. Speaking after completing his nomination process at the Frederick Smith Secondary School yesterday, Jordan told reporters he is willing to use some of his wealth to uplift those who are socially down.
Although God has been good to me, I've been fortunate enough to get enough out of life, but I want to bring those people forward with me. They work on the beach, like in Fitzvillage, where we have the supermarket. I have Golden Anchorage and Sunset Crest. They live off the beach, off tourists. I want to improve that quality for them. I have a lot of land on the West Coast. I want to lease it to some tourists, where they can, or offshore people really, who can pay a good rent and put this money back into the treasury. I don't even need it in the bank. I would want it to help my people. I always advocate that.
Speaking at that same nomination center yesterday, political hopeful for the Democratic Labour Party, George Connolly, also revealed that he is on a mission to help people who are willing to help themselves.
We talk about events where there is vote chasing, etc. I don't chase votes. So here is my approach to how a community should work. I like people who help themselves. As long as we can bring the community together and they can help themselves, then we have a formula that works very well. And that's what I'm all about. What you see happening in Barbados, where there was a treacherous trail, we got together with the community and we built a step, 59 steps to go all the way up. There's a play park that's being erected in that area as well. The people in the community wanted a play park and they said they've been waiting for it for 30 years. They've got one now.
The candidate for Solutions Barbados thinks he can be an effective representative for the people of St. James Central because he is from among them. The position was made clear yesterday by Daniel Schalbard after handing in his nomination documents at the same center.
I'm very hopeful for the constituency of St. James Central. This is the constituency where I work, spend most of my days, and I know the community very well. And I drive through it all the time. And it is sometimes saddening to see what is happening and what I see, the degradation of the infrastructure and so on. And I'm a fixer. I have a maintenance and construction company, and I am so excited to be in this, to have a say on how things are done in Barbados, because we can make this thing better. We can make it better for the people of Barbados.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
One night, one winner. Only one team can deliver balanced, comprehensive, unrivaled coverage. Barbados Today, Capital Media HD 99.3 and 6 Gear Studios. Don't miss election night on www.facebook.com/Barbados Today, on www.barbadostoday.bb, live on www.capitalmediahd.com and on www.facebook.com/Capital Media HD.
Welcome back with news from the region now. Surinamese authorities have made their first arrest in connection with a piracy attack on a group of fishermen last week. Law enforcers from Guyana and the neighboring Suriname, meanwhile, continue to search for the 13 missing fishermen who were thrown overboard in Suriname waters.
The police in Suriname made their first arrest Thursday morning in connection with the piracy attack last Friday. It has not been disclosed whether the suspect is a Guyanese. At a facility in Suriname, family members of those missing and presumed dead gathered outside to catch a glimpse of the suspect, who was quickly whisked away by police. Police in Suriname have also reportedly provided names of several other suspects to police in Ghana's B Division. The authorities in Suriname are of the belief that the suspects could be hiding in Barbados.
And on the international scene, the Trump administration will increase criminal prosecutions of parents entering the United States illegally and place their children in protective custody. This is seen as stepping up efforts to tighten immigration enforcement.
U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions unveiling a hardline policy shift on immigration Monday and threatening to separate children from their parents if they're caught illegally crossing the U.S. southern border.
If you're smuggling a child, then we're going to prosecute you. And that child will be separated from you, probably, as required by law.
Speaking at a law enforcement conference in Arizona and later in San Diego, Sessions announced the Justice Department will begin prosecuting every person who crosses into the country illegally along the southern border.
If you cross the border unlawfully, then we will prosecute you. It's that simple.
To carry out the policies, the Justice Department will be sending 35 prosecutors to the region to take on the cases, along with 18 immigration judges to help process asylum cases.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.